Okay, welcome back here. I got a few requests to go ahead and continue the series. We left off with the Ancell family attacking us, trying to extort some money from us. I'm going to show you guys how to deal with that. The way I'm going to continue to do these recordings is I'm actually going to. I switched from using multiple software. So instead of using separate audio and video recording software, I'm just gonna do an all-in-one thing, and that will allow me to spend less time editing, trying to sync the videos up properly and stuff, and I can just spit them out one after the other. The other change is gonna be that I'm gonna film from um, one turn to the next, so a full 24-hour cycle. The videos will be a little longer, but it leaves me at a solid pickup, you know, point and end point, and it's just going to make things easier. The videos will be longer because of this, probably around 25 minutes as opposed to 10. If you guys want them shorter, let me know. You've done a good job messaging me. So let me know, and I will set a timer on my cell phone or something like that. Excuse me, to make them 10 minutes again. In the meantime, we're gonna get back to this family, the Billings dynasty, and I know I mislabeled a few things last game, stuff like that. I'm gonna try to do my best to stay on top of what everything's actually called and referred to, but unfortunately I am just talking and playing a game, so I'm gonna miss things, and I apologize. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I removed the like and subscribe thing from my videos because if you like them, it does bump them up to where people can find them easier, which would help others. But the subscriptions and stuff, none of that really matters. I'm not monetizing my channel. I have no need to do that. I work a full-time job, and I'm a student as well for information technology. And I'm focusing on programming, so I really don't have time to run a YouTube channel full time like that. So I just removed that. It's up to you guys, whatever you want to do. But other than that, I will put up some channel art. I'll get on Photoshop sometime in the next few days, I guess, and make a banner and stuff like that, just so my channel doesn't look like I'm gonna disappear tomorrow. Alright, so we're back with the Billings family, and I made a huge mistake last time. I'm going to go ahead and buy this corral. I made a huge mistake last time, and what I did was I started flooding the market with my wheat and sugar beets, and that's fine for early game. It's a quick way to get you some dosh to start making some money. And as you can see, this farm over here, if we look at their storeroom, they are completely flooded as well. And they're just sending cart after cart to the market. So they're going to keep selling to the market over and over again. There's nothing I can do about that. But what I can do is I can stop myself from doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight one of my workers, right click the corral. Actually, I want to stop that real quick. And I want to go to improve building and buy cattle. Now I'm going to take this guy here, right click that corral, and tell him to do cattle. And as soon as he starts with breeding cattle, I'm going to switch him and her from the production and storeroom over to cattle. Yeah, no source of raw materials, I know. It will be in a second. Just stop arguing with me, please. He's going to put the feed down, and miraculously cows are going to appear out of nowhere. And let me see if I can get her doing it. Yep.
Then here it goes.
Alright. So we're going to switch over from cattle to... or from regular farming to cattle, because I do have enough stock built up to keep my businesses running. Alright, let's get that there. I'm going to keep them all on porridge, and let me see if I can hire another guy. Yes, I can, so I'm going to hire another patron, And yes, exactly. It automatically put him on weak beers. That's exactly where I wanted him. So I'm actually going to take myself and put myself on weak beers as well. So there's 2 of us doing the beers and 2 people doing porridges, and we're going to see if we can't get this built up. And in the meantime, let's see. How old's my daughter? She's 3. She'll be ready for school soon. Each turn, which is a 24-hour period in the game, so 24 minutes, is 4 years. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I know I'm not using her. She's a craftswoman. I just needed her to make babies, if I can be blunt. I didn't want to mess around with trying to find people. But what I am going to do is I am going to increase some of her skills, specifically handicraft, constitution, because I want her to live a long life. And when we have another child, it's going to take some of my stats, some of her stats, and randomize them for a child. So, like, my daughter has some of each of our stats. As you can see, she was born with them. So she's going to be easier to level up and stuff in the end. They are fighting. Ooh. Attenborough just got murderized. I wonder what he was up to. Alright. Let's see here. We got the porridges. We got the beers. So they keep trying to extort from me, right? They keep hitting my croft out here. There's nobody out here to protect it. That sucks. What I'm gonna do to protect myself, I got an idea. But first, where they're coming from is over here, this robber's nest. And this guy here, these people have the opportunity. See, he's gonna waylay. So he's gonna post up right here at this crossing, and he's gonna hijack carts as they come from Mansfield here to Newark, I believe is the other city back here. So they've got their own market. See, the market of Mansfield and then the market of Newark, and that's Newark over there. So we can sell to them too. The problem is we got to come down this road here over this little passing through the creek. And these people are posting up and robbing carts. On top of that, she's sending out these guys to hit up my business and extort money from it. And then if I don't pay, they plunder me. Man, people are getting lit up. Is she one of my people? No, okay. Guild of Tradesmen, you bought a building. Okay. No problem. Oh, let me turn off. I don't know if I turned off tips.
One of your children is now eligible for school.
Alright, so my daughter can go to school now. I'm going to go to Dynasty, Family Tree, select her, and then click Send to School. And that's going to go ahead and send her to school automatically. I don't have to do anything further. And the game does not allow them to murder children. So, not that I'm aware of. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put my cattle on the cart. So when they rob the, when they try to extort from me here, they don't, they don't get my cattle. Because that's what I'm truly worried about. They take longer to breed and produce than the beets and wheat do. So I want to protect that investment. As far as the market's concerned, when you right click and hover over something, it says the market of Mansfield is purchasing for 15, selling for 11. This is sugar beets, and they have 52 in stock. What it means is if you sell it to them, you're going to get 11. If you buy it from them, it's going to cost you 15, and they have 52 in stock. So people are going to buy it from them at this point. If I put it for sale here, I'm not going to make any money. The market is too saturated. They're going to sell it for a better price than I can. So there's no point in me continuing that trend. Ideally, you don't want to sell to the market at all. You want to sell directly from your stock, because you will flood the market. It's inevitable. You will oversaturate it. So it's just poor practice to do it that way. It's okay in the early game when you really need the money to get started, but if you're trying to mess up a competitor, then it's not so bad of an idea. Yeah, see, he's just gonna keep selling and selling and selling to the market. But like what I'll do is I'll usually flood Newark and their market with all the excess garbage that I don't want. And I'll leave Mansfield as pure as possible, so when I sell from my own stock, I get a base price all the time, and I'm maximizing my profits, essentially.
The sales tax has been changed.
I did move my microphone. I'm waiting for my scissor boom to come. So in the meantime, I moved my microphone away so you wouldn't hear the clicking and clacking of my keyboard and mouse as bad. But the only downside to that is it is going to pick up ambient noise now. And it is raining here today, and I am doing laundry, so I apologize for that. But as soon as my boom gets here, hopefully I can position it in such a way that you won't have to deal with ambient noise or deal with the keyboard and mouse as bad. Alright, so we're just going back and forth between the tavern and the croft for now, trying to keep an eye on things. And let's get her trained. Check out her. Okay. I'm gonna wait till I get the 450 and put that in the Constitution. Alright. Let's see if I can upgrade this building level. I can, but it's going to put me in a negative because we're about to end the turn in a minute and, a minute and a half or so. So what I can do is I can show you a neat little trick. So I told you about the market and how, they've got 44 beats. If I go dump all these beats in here, this is going to change. The price that I can sell to them is going to drop dramatically. So I wouldn't want to do that. But there's a little trick. The cattle in the game never build up a quantity. The market doesn't recognize it as a physical object that it can turn around and sell. So when you sell your cattle to the market, you always get the same rate for them. It never changes. And the quantity never goes up because people can't buy cattle from the market. So this is a neat way to earn some cash early on in the game. So I'm gonna, select my cart, dispatch it, and then left click the market, unload and return. I see a lot of people just unloading, and it's like, I don't know if they don't realize that you can have it come back, but they always misplace their carts, and they're like, where's my cart? And it's like, well, you sent it to the market like an hour ago, buddy. So for me, it's just easier to say unload and return. So I think we have enough beers piled up. So after I make these last few beers, I'm going to go ahead and switch my guy to porridge because all these employees are going to go home. And I need to keep the beers are stocked up. So in order to keep making porridges, I got to put my own guy on it. So it won't be as quick as it was. So where's that card at? It's right here. So you're about to see him unload at the market, and we'll see what we'll get for the 12 cattle. So for 12 cattle, we got 2,100, which isn't bad. That allows me now to take my house and upgrade it to a proper house. And let's see if I can improve this building. I can get weak beers. Rubbish pit increases productivity. And gaming dining table increases attractiveness. So I want to go ahead and do those upgrades. And things are going to be quiet. I'm going to go ahead and run this until a full another day, just because I started in the middle of a day last time. So this episode's probably going to be the longest of the series. But hopefully we'll get more accomplished. And I'm going to fast forward
Building has been upgraded.
while there's nothing going on, and just keep dumping this porridge and try to keep an eye on my wife and make sure she's training. I have a little cold thing going on, so I apologize for that. And hopefully it's nothing. I've been watching a lot of House lately, so I'm like, oh, it's sarcoidosis, and yeah. Alright. Let's get her training again. They just did the guild master election things. Those are automatic. The most valuable business in the game for that class, the owner becomes guild master automatically. So if you have the best pub, you're going to be, you know, the guild master of patrons, etc. So I'm the guild master of patrons. She's the guild master of rogues, the Ancell family. Yes, building upgraded. Tradesman, I'm not interested in. Alright, hopefully they get there soon so we can start getting those porridges made. And it looks like he's about to drop off a cow. Why is she not? Hopefully she's on her way to work. She's running late today. Alright, I'm gonna keep up with the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. And she's 5. She's a level 5. So there's no way I can... Actually... You know what? You know, I can put it into this right now, maybe. I'm going to click my house and do hire random person, and I'm just going to take whoever I can get. Now I'm going to improve the building and set it to where I can hire more people, and I'm just going to hire 2 more random people. Normally you'd want these people to be rogues, but right now I'm desperate and I want the people right now. So I'm going to take whoever I can get. I don't think anybody's gonna make it in time.
I want to plunder.
She's real low on health. Oh, he got her. He got her. Let's see if I can finish her off.
You have committed a murder.
Yeah, that takes care of her. That was a lot easier than I was hoping. Let's go to important units. Yeah, it's just him now. And he's a patron. That's why she was so hell-bent on taking me down. Because her husband is in the same line of work as me. Well, that kind of settles that. Anyway, I did a lot there real quick, so let me explain what just happened. I noticed she was walking up here. And she's probably scouting the area, getting ready to get her people to come rob me again or extort, you know, my business again. And I'm kind of sick of that. You know, every time I turn around, she's taking my hard-earned money. So what I did was through your house, everybody has this ability. You can hire people. Typically, you want them to be rogues, but in a pinch, you can take scholars, whoever you want. Now, I took whoever I wanted and got the people up here, and like, you know, as easy as could be, you saw she was real low on health, even though she was a level 5. She was still low on health. So here's my certificate for my daughter. So I don't have to worry about doing anything. It's going to let me know when I can do something else with her. She's still too young to use. So anyway, he knocked her out unconscious very quickly. And then these guys that you hire from your house, they have special abilities here. They can escort you around town. You can set up a patrol to guard your businesses. You can rob somebody, attack somebody, or capture a building. Well, as you saw when I knocked her unconscious, I was able to finish her off. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. At the end of the day, I wanted her dead. You know? Is this her husband? Oh, good lord. He's only a level 2? He's up here by himself? Oh, yeah. Oh, what an idiot. I'm gonna follow him till he gets down by my farm. Nobody can help you. 3-on-1.
What's wrong? What is the plan now?
I'm just keeping an eye on the health bars here. Oh, Clifford. Poor bastard. Let's do it. Let's do it, people.
Yo.
You have committed a murder. A dynasty has come to an end.
And they're dead. So I don't have to worry about them anymore. Now let's see what happens to their business. Alright, so now the robber's nest comes up for sale. And the building belongs to nobody and can be purchased. So that takes care of that. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. The game does continue. Dynasties will move in. And they'll come and go. So in the meantime, the game ends when you want it to end. When you're on Dynasty mode. Or the game will end when all your family dies out. But as long as you keep making children, you know, you're never going to die out. They would have to do what I just did. Catch you somewhere and murder your whole family. So that was that was pretty intense there, people. I didn't expect it to end so abruptly. But I'm going to continue on, and this way I can show you guys a little bit of politics. I may put my daughter into politics when she comes of age. Or once I get this building here running smoothly, then I may go ahead and put my guy into politics. It just depends. But he's going to be such a hard worker. I think I may leave him in this and maybe gear my wife towards the political career. So I'm going to switch over to wheat beers now that we got some porridge packed up or stockpiled. And I don't have to worry about them messing with my croft anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to my house, and then I'm going to improve the building, storage slots, storage amounts. And what I wanted to show you guys was I wanted to show you the spyglass and then the bomb. And I was going to show you how to take over this robber's nest, which I may do anyway. I may show you guys how to do that. Ooh, the bakery's for sale. I wonder what's... Ooh, purchase for 10,000. See, yeah, see, there's other people in the game. So if we go to important units, we can see that we still have enemies. And we're still neutral with a lot of people. So, you know, there's still game to be played here. That just happened very quickly. I saw the opportunity and I took it. And that's something, you know, you're going to want to do. So with my guys inside the house, you saw me earlier controlling them from this panel if I just hover over. This is the easiest way. The alternative would be to highlight your house, go to the storeroom, go to character, and then drag each guy out, highlight him. You know, he's selected now, and then right click where I want him to go. This way I can do it from anywhere in the map. I don't have to be bothered with trying to find them, track them down, or anything like that. And it's just the easier way of doing it, in my opinion there. Alright, so we got some wheat beers going. I'll do this one more batch here in 10 seconds, and then I'm going to switch to wheat beers. And now that I have my croft safe and sound, we're going to take this cattle and we're going to go ahead and put, not both of them, let's put, he was doing it first, let's put her on wheat. And I'm going to take this, unload it at the market, and I should have some experience built up from those murders. I do. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some in Constitution. And bargaining, it's not that big of a perk, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to stick to my guns. Alright, so we got 18. Oh, I forgot all about that. Let's switch these people over. Alright, let's get some wheat beers built up. And as soon as I sell these cows, I'm going to, oh yeah, I forgot this farm was here. I'll show you guys how to capture that. And this way we can get the market balanced out where they're not flooding it with their wheat and beets. Good idea. Because I'm not paying what they want for that farm.
Your child can begin an apprenticeship.
Yeah, they want 16,000. Not gonna happen. Alright, so my child can begin an apprenticeship. It costs $1,000. So I'm gonna go to Dynasty, Family Tree, select her, close that, and then choose the apprenticeship. So I think what I want to do is, because I'm going to start playing the political game, I think I'm going to have her do an apprenticeship at a Catholic church. If I could find a Catholic church. Alright, is there a tinctuary? Basically, I'm looking for scholar buildings. Tinctuary, right here. And what's going to happen is she's going to become a scholar. And that's going to be good. Scholars are naturally gifted politicians. So I'm going to have her focus on that. And she'll take over where my wife leaves off as far as politics are concerned. So let me get my wife selected. And I'm going to start dumping some points in the rhetoric. And for her first level 1 ability, I'm going to go with... let's go with educated. And that gives her a bonus to XP that she earns. Alright, now we need to switch back to porridge. And I need to get that cart, the croft cart over here with wheat to my place to my tavern.
Nothing but work.
Dispatch, unload and return. And she's off. So that was an opportunity. That was a rare opportunity. I don't know if he went up there to mourn his dead wife, or maybe to try and purchase his building or something. Maybe to scout the area, to look for land, to see where he wants to expand his businesses out to. But that was a big mistake on his end coming up there. I already had my people positioned. We were ready. I took the opportunity. It was well worth it. Can I improve this to be able to hire another employee? Yes, I can. Excellent. Because this is going way too slow for me. No. You can't hire anybody. But patrons are going to be geared towards... Their stats are going to be geared towards patronage. You know? They're going to do better in that position than getting a craftsman or somebody else in there that doesn't belong. And they're saying that I have no more wheat, so I can't make any more porridge. But that's okay, because my cart's on its way with 40 more wheat. So it's not too big of a deal. And in the meantime, I'll still be selling stock that I have piled up. So that's good. Let's check out what these people are doing here.
Production has been interrupted.
Yeah, you're a little late on that one. Yeah, see. They've switched over to wool, and they're going to flood the market with wool. Yep, you see? 46. Jeez. 142. Good lord. Sigh. We got to get rid of that building soon. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It looks like it won't be this turn. But let's get her over here. And peddler. I want to go with guild representative. Privilege of that is to order a business inspection and to command the business inspectors. Now that's a good one. I like that. This one, head torture, allows you to torture someone and command dungeon guards. That's not as fun. I want to go guild representative up to village reeve, and then up to mayor if I can with my wife. So my wife is here. Let's apply for an office and guild representative. Guild of patrons is looking. Yeah, I've committed a few murders now too. All right. Alright, I actually think it maxes out on 4 people doing the same task. So, I'm just going to put him on wheat beers for now. Or weak beers for now. Alright. Citizen Marie, the council will vote on your application for office during the elections at the Mansfield City Hall. So, what's the meeting schedule? They're going to do an election next turn at 1700 hours. So, it looks like the turn is ending, and I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. What an exciting round that was. We completely eliminated the Ancell family, because if they did have offspring, they weren't of age yet. And of age in this game is 16 years old. When you're 16, you're out on your own. But up until that point, if your family members die, it's just assumed that you got adopted, or you died, or got murdered yourself. So we completely wiped out their dynasty. What I'm going to show you, this is a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, but what I'm going to end up showing you guys is how to do some political maneuvers and how to hostilely take over a business. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.